Hi guys, Thomas Hutcherson here with Trading Stocks for Fun and Profit. Just a quick update on KTTA. It's 11:30 Central Time, November 23rd, Tuesday, and I've got in this position. I averaged in several times. This looks like to me a flag pattern developing, a bullish flag pattern. We've got our flag whipping there in the wind. We've got a few triangles, a breakout, come back down, tested support right here at $6 and bounced right off of it. Volume picks up every time it increases, and now we've got a wedge, actually a triangle right here, um, asymmetrical. And I'm thinking we break as we move right towards the edge of this triangle right here. We're in the top level right here. Let's see if we don't get a breakout um, going forward. If our thesis is correct, we should get a breakout right in here. And let's see what happens. This is I'm recording this live with a position that I've got on in several accounts. Just kind of waiting patiently at this juncture. I put this position on. I've also got another position on another stock today. I like to do typically two at a time if I can find them, in case one doesn't work out, the other one may work out. And that's typically how I trade these. When I find stocks in the pre-market that look like they might move in a positive fashion. The broad market overall has been trading somewhat lower over the last couple days. Monday it sold off after making a new high on the SPX. Today it gapped down, went up a little bit into the prior day's range, and has since traded off and has now traded down, and it has since kind of going sideways here for the last hour or so is what's going on there with that on the SPX, the broad market. So I'm not really entering any new positions right now. I'm scaling out of some other holdings, just kind of trimming back, raising some cash. I've got a hedge on as well on the VXX, which is a volatility hedge for the past couple of days since the end of last week. And the VIX has been trading up from 1650 now to 2050. So I like to do that, in my account just when we get a little bit what I think might be an overextension in the indexes. So here we are on KTTA, and you can see the shares and the time and sells. I've got some blocks coming in, 1,000 over the last 30 seconds. Here's 5,000 at 727, and it's just tightening this range in this uptrend. You can see where we had this moving average, the moving average crossover we had right here at 11 o'clock. And now we're just looking to see if we can't break out of this range and go higher in the next minute or two. I'd like to see what happens here. As I'm recording this, be great if it just spikes up. We did have a breakout of the range earlier today at 940, where we talked about it earlier, and broke out of this range, then traded back down into support, made a lower low, and we pivoted off of that. And so pretty much right at my cost basis. Let's see what it is. Cost basis 717. It was 750. I brought it down a little bit, not a lot, but just waiting to see if we get a break above this triangle here. And just kind of moving back and forth right now. 721. And see what we get. Okay, what's coming? Actually breaking down, see if we find some buyers there at the $7 level. Broke under 7, see if we find some buyers. If we can get back up and over 7, that would be nice. If not, well, this setups don't always work. This may be one of those times where it doesn't. Looks like it did break out of the triangle, but it broke to the downside. So let's move this trend line. Let's see what happens here. Might just went out there to, might just have popped down to pick up buyers. I notice we get that sometimes. You'll see where the market makers, the drivers, have to get some, find some buyers somewhere to come in, so they'll move the market, move the price down. So if you had stops in place down here, you just got what's called a pickpocket. If you had your stop down somewhere down in here, thinking you're just going to hold a stop, then you gave up your shares. Someone has now picked them up as we're now above 7 again. So I typically don't like to trade with stops unless I'm already in a profitable position. Well, I mean, there's a time and a place for stops. I'll just put it like that. But I don't have any stops on this position today. I've just averaged into the position, and I'm going to hold it for at least a day and see where we end up. Take a look at the daily chart while we're waiting on that, and you can see what's been going on here over the last 2 weeks would be a good time frame. So look at 2 weeks on a daily. You can see this is what's happened. We have, you know, it's been down in here, but today you see we're up in the $7 range. And with something like this, you know, if we're not, it might break out in the afternoon if it holds. My guess, and my theory anyway, is we could, you know, go ahead and break out in the afternoon, since it's really in no man's land right now, 11:37 Central Time. Not a lot of trading will take place usually between like 10, I noticed 10 and 12, 12:30 Central, when traders go out to lunch on the East Coast. And but it may even trade down and then catch some support and then break out, if not tomorrow, the day after. I notice sometimes it'll take a third day for that to happen as well. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a push to the downside, so that's what happens. We didn't get our break above this particular juncture for now. We'll just keep monitoring it and see what happens. All right, thanks for tuning in. Thomas Hutcherson with Trading Stocks. I'm trading stocks for fun and profit. And thanks for joining me today. Hopefully next time I make an update, we'll have something a little more exciting to share on this position. We'll talk to you then.